Majma! Hi everyone! How is everyone today? And I'm doing good mid-mush. I'm excited to get back to blueprints. It has been a little bit since we last played. And I don't know if we're gonna actually win today. I don't know how we win this game at this point. But I'm excited to get back to it. It'll be interesting to see what else we discover and what else we find out. Because we always seem to learn something every single time we play this, which is impressive for the number of times we've played this. And yes, Lemonade, there is a stream today. So I am super excited. There we go, we'll hide that. Let's go ahead and jump into day 21. It's freaking 21 days, and we've gotten close to the end. Oh, I forgot to turn on my hand tracking. That's one way to discover that. There we go. Now I have hands. Well, I have incorrect hands. Let me fix that. Should be that on or back off again. There we go. Now my fingers work. Alright. So we start out with allowance and 2 gems. Don't need to read that note. We'll go check the outside room like we usually do. Oh, burb. Burb. Can only chase the burb so far. Right. Let's see what the outside room offers us today. That one. Shrine, tool shed, or schoolhouse. Schoolhouse is the least interesting. Hi, Mush. I'm leaning towards Shrine, because that's going to help us for multiple days. And I don't think we're going to do it today. I just have a feeling. So we'll go with Shrine. And we'll go dump in our 2 coins. Here we go. Confirm. Of the dancer. Ooh, you can spend gems to spin floor plans. That's interesting. So we'll definitely want to get a lot of gems this run then. Hang on, that is started. Yeah, that has started now. Oh, my day's going pretty good. I was surprisingly productive. I got quite a number of things edited. And yes, I get distracted by actual birds and actual fish, just like an actual cat. It is one of my silly things. Alright, so we've got bedroom, storeroom, closet. Maybe bedroom? That'll at least keep us going. And we don't know how often we'll backtrack through there. But getting a gem early is nice. Or we could try closet and hope for better items. I think let's go storeroom. So we get coin, key, and gem. And then we'll try other way first. Ooh, hallway. Hallway's really nice. I think we'll do that instead of corridor, because we need more options. And then before we head down that way, let's check this door. Wait, Hatter, congratulations on the 7 stream streak. Alright, so observatory is probably our best option here, because the other 2 are dead ends. The closet, we'll go observatory. So we'll start this direction first instead of the hallway. We need to trigger this to get our thingy. So we've got Southern Cross, 4 door rooms are more likely to be common, and we've got +1 diamond. Where does it put that diamond is now the question. Because we had 3, we still have 3. Does it say? No, it's just +1 gem. Hi, Josh! Oh, you just beat Dead Space 2. Very nice, very nice. I've not played many horror games. I've done more, like, horror maps and stuff, though. I don't think there was anything up here, just the spinny thing for that. Ooh, Chick-fil-A, very nice. We'll check that room on our way back, because we'll probably have to go that direction at some point. But remind me to look for the missing gem, because there's probably a gem somewhere. Lose half our steps is freaking terrible right now. Parlor's a good option. Security might also be good, but I don't know if I want to spend a gem for that right now. So we'll go parlor first. Get the wind-up key. And then this should get us some extra gems. Only one statement is false. Only one statement is true. And the gems are in a box with the false statement. Okay. So, assuming only one statement is true, if this statement is... Wait, if this is the only one that's true, then that one would have to be false, which means that this box would be false. And then that would put two false boxes, which wouldn't tell you which... Well, that would say that the one was in the true box, then. Or if there is only one false statement, then this one is true. Then the assumption is that this one is true, which means that that one is false. So then that would be the one false box. So I think either way it's this one. Hey! Even I was feeling like I was just kind of guessing on that one, honestly. Ooh, that is fair, Josh. I don't know if I'd be good at it then. Oh, do we want to do Great Hall already? But it's 7 locked doors. I don't think we're ready for that. But we don't have 3 gems to do on the... Why is the cloister 3 gems, though? I know that one has dig spots in the center, but you can't reach them. So it's just a 4-way from... Huh, that's weird. Maybe we stick with Great Hall and just go straight? Because if we unlock straight, we're guaranteed to get another room, and we can try and get more of them later. And that does guarantee that we have the levers later if we can figure out which ones they are. So I think we'll go Great Hall. And then, so there's a chance of one of those being lever, one of those being actual direction, one of those being lever or items, and then door. This one is always going to be door, so we'll start this way. Rotunda can rotate. I don't really want to rotate that. We are getting all kinds of weird ones right now. I still really don't want to lose or to use the weight room. So we're gonna have to spend quite a few gems here, which kind of sucks. I guess let's go the vestibule? Because I'd rather not spend that when we do that. Okay, so we enter here. So now one of these is locked and the other ones aren't. Let's try this direction first. Okay, this one's the unlocked one. West Wing Hall is good. Terrace I've never seen in that orientation, which feels weird. I've always seen it coming from like above or below. But that might help us. Doing the green rooms do not cost gems to draft. So I think we'll go that one, because we've got so many openings currently. There we go. So we got some extra steps. There's not much else going on here, which means that we just enter this one and the door is shut. And now one of these other doors is locked. Let's try this way first. Okay, that's the locked one. So we can either go back the way we came, which we might want to do at this point because we're so far in and we've got a whole way there. Or we could keep going north. I think let's go back south and try the other direction, see if we can't get more keys and stuff. Alright, is there a gem in here? I still don't know where it puts the extra gem. No, it's not in here. That's weird. Let's go this way first. Billiards room is going to give us some stuff, or we can go pantry, which gives us coin. Hi, Depressed, how are you? I think I'd like to go billiards room and try and get more keys. Let's see, there's no hidden thing here. So now it's time for math. Let's see, so 17. And then we have 1 plus 12 is 13, plus 5 is 15, minus 14 is 1. Yeah, okay. And then we've got 1 plus 4 is 5, minus 4 is 1, times 4 times 1 is just going to put you at 4. Okay, and now we're going to get to the weird ones. So we've got 2 multiplied by 2 by 1 and by 10. So 2 times 2 is 4, 40, divided by 8. That would be 5, isn't it? 5. Hey! Okay, we get a key card. So if we get the security room, we can set the doors to be more likely to be the security card doors, because we have the security card now. So we'll go up this way next. Den. I think we'll go den. Because we want all the gems we can get right now. And then let's pop open this door. Bedroom, chapel. We don't strictly have to go into that room, but we'll go bedroom. Is there anything in here? Because we're gonna get our steps back anyways. Right, I've forgotten that I'm supposed to be keeping track of these thingies, the chess pieces in here. Let me quickly pull open my note-taking document. Also, I forgot to do that hydrate, didn't I? Here we go. Hydrated. And then, so with my, oh, come on, where is it? Puzzles, blueprints. Alright, so where are we at currently? We are currently 2 there, so this one is pawn. And we'll have to double check the other rooms as we go through them. I don't know if billiards room had one. Alright, but there's no other things in here, it looks like. So we'll go this way. Pawn in this room, which I believe is what we expected. Yep. And then we don't have a pawn, or we don't have anything in this next room yet. So we could either do Nook, which gives us another key, which we do need, corridor, or drawing room. Let's do the Nook. Okay, so this one's Rook. That's a useful one. So we'll take that, and then sit down. Oh, frickin' hell. You spooked me, Crisp. Thank you for the gifted subs. Wait, what? Why have you done 10? That's so many gifted subs. Thank you for all the gifted subs. Oops. Ah. I'll hydrate. We're gonna hear that doo-doo for a little bit, I think. Or was that the last one? I don't know. Nope, there it is. The timing on that was a little silly. Alright, this one was rook, though. And then we need to go next room. Oh, there's a thing here, but I don't want to waste a key on that. So we'll have to remember that for if we get a sledgehammer. So we can do secret passage, commissary. We can spend a gem to rotate a plan, but I don't know if I want to rotate that commissary. That's kind of eh. If we do the secret passage and then put that into a green room that has a door on the other side, it should automatically link to the Great Hall, and that's one less choice that we have. So I'm leaning towards doing that. I think we'll do that. Because we know green rooms aren't going to cost us gems right now. Alright, so this one's also pawn, I see. So then we need this one to be pawn. I have the weirdest note-taking document right now. Because I'm putting these on the same table thingy that I have all the letters on. But it works because it is the layout of the rooms. Alright, so we want green room, because that should give us the most likely access to one that has multiple doors and also doesn't cost us gems. This one. Alright, so aquarium or courtyard? Or cloister? I'm leaning towards cloister, I think. Yeah, let's put an aquarium in. Put one of every color. Okay, good. So that did, in fact, open like that. So then if we step into here... It's locked from this side, too? Okay, well, we'll wait on that, then. I guess because that one's a special one, it's just me. So now we need to go up until we get more keys. Is there anything else in here? Wait, does this tell us... Does this have a chess piece somewhere in here? Do any of these have chess pieces? They certainly have fish, which is what you would expect from an aquarium. Yes, you have access to cat pods again. I don't see a chess piece in here. So I don't think this one has a chess piece. It does have a dig spot, apparently, but we don't have a shovel. I think let's go cloister. But security's pretty good, too. We want security because we want to change this to be encourage the key cards now that we have that one. Does this have... Okay, so it's a knight here. So that is 3 over 4 up is knight. And then we want this thingy. Let us check the estate inventory first. So there is a gem somewhere. There's 2 keys, 2 coins, and a trunk. We've missed all of that? That's no good. I imagine some of those are in in the Great Hall. But I'm surprised we've missed so many of the others. We know where one trunk is. But I don't know where many of the other things are. So keycard system settings, security level. We want that to be high because we have a keycard. And then we want to change offline mode to unlocked just to make it easier on ourselves. Back, exit out. I think that should be fine. So I don't think we want to go to the vestibule. I don't know. Maybe we need to double check the storeroom? Maybe it puts it in other rooms? But for now, we'll keep going. We'll backtrack when we feel like we need to. So Rotunda can rotate, but that's expensive. I think let's do pantry and rotate it, because I don't want to lose half of them. There we go. So we'll do pantry. That gets us more steps, more coin. Is there a chess piece in here? I don't recall ever seeing one in here. No, this one doesn't have a chess piece. Coat check. We don't need the lockpick set. Neither of these are great options. Let's do... Because lockpick, we could go back to... Was it the nook or was it the den? Like, one of the rooms over here had the chest, the trunk in it. If we get the lockpick set, we can unlock that. But that is a little bit of a ways to walk at the moment. I don't know if that's what we want to do. Closet gives us 2 random items, so that could be like 2 ivory dice or something. I don't know if that's what I want. I think let's do the lockpick set. That's going to be more likely to help us, even if it is a dead end. So we'll retrieve item, retrieve the lockpick set. So now we've got keycard and lockpick set. Then let's go... Do we want to go back for the trunk, or do we want to just try and go to the Great Hall and try it on there? Let's try the Great Hall first. It's closer. We might be able to get keys or something from there. So use lockpick set. Good. Alright. So then one of these 2 should have either a lever or items behind it. Okay, can't pick that door as a lock. Alright, we get more keys! Alright, so one of these is the door out, and this one probably has the lever behind it. So let's open this one. We'll use one of our keys. Not the lever. Oh no, it does have the lever. So there we go. So that should open the right door. Yep. So we've at least got one possible route to exit. And then I do want to check that side. So let's do left or right, guys. What do you think? We've got a 50-50 shot here. Left? Alright, we'll go left. I'm gonna blame you if this is wrong. It was not wrong. Good job. Alright, courtyard, west wing. Let's do the courtyard. Hey, shovel! That'll come in handy. So now we can start digging spots up. And hopefully we get something good. No trunk in here. Oh, we got a broken lever. So now if we get the greenhouse, we can open up another one. It is normally spelled courtyard. This is one where we merged together a corridor and a courtyard. So they've renamed it to courtyard. So it is one of the silly ones that they've changed the name of. Do we want her ladyship's chamber, or do we want 2 items from the closet? There we go, hydrated. And then, I don't know if we're gonna find the boudier. Or boudoir. I don't know how you actually pronounce that one. But I don't think there's any items I'm specifically looking for. Like, more keys is nice. But that's not strictly what we need. Though more gems if we enter a walk-in closet, but I don't know. Walk-in closet isn't going to be one that we're likely to pull this time, so I guess let's go the items. Get a gem and running shoes. Took me a second to remember that those were an item. Just like sitting here like, where's the other item? Oh, also, these do not have the chess pieces in them, which is a bit of a pain. So we haven't unlocked any more information with that. Now we need to hope that we get lucky with the vestibule, though we could try the lockpicking kit too. So we run in here. It's gonna close the doors, and then north is really the only direction we can go. Oh, so did the terrace have a dig spot? Do you guys remember? Even if it did, oh, the aquarium did. I know the aquarium did. Okay, well, the terrace is our locked door, so we're just gonna go north, I think. Let's go the cloister. And there's a dig spot there, but I don't know how to reach that dig spot. And the cloister... Okay, so that's definitely not... Because we put this down last time, and we thought that that meant that that's where the king was. Because it had a crown. But I don't think that's what that is. I think that's just the thing. So we need to remove the note of where the king was last time. I think we already did, actually. Because I do not see a note of where the king is on our thing. Alright, so let's try... Let's try this way first. Garage gets us 3 keys. Kitchen has food for sale. I'm not too worried about the, the steps at the moment. So I'm leaning towards the garage. Get us more keys. I'm gonna trust myself. We don't have car keys, so we can't unlock that, but we can take these. Was there anything else of interest in here? I don't remember. I also don't think this one had a chess piece anywhere in here. Okay. So we'll go other direction next. Utility closet. So we can open up the west path again. I don't think we need to, though. I don't remember that having anything special other than opening that side. Spare bedroom's kind of useless. I guess we will get the utility closet because it's at least the most useful thing on there. So then turn off the gymnasium, off the dark room, turn on the garage. We'll just turn off the keycard system as well. Yes, no Frank right now. He's too busy. Okay, bunk room, library, or drawing room. I'd rather have more options, so I think I'm gonna go drawing room. And then might as well try and open up the garage just to confirm. Click that. I'm gonna take another step, isn't it? Okay. We didn't lose a step because of running shoes. I don't think there's anything else of note here. But we do get a nice jog around outside. Bird bath. Okay, so that put that across. We can go check the shrine again, see if anything got placed in there, but I don't think we need to. This is our quickest chance to, though. I think we will. Just because that'll tell us if stuff can eventually get put in there again. Big lizard? What about big lizard? Okay, so I'm not seeing anything else, and we don't want to take away coins. Back inside, back through here, back in here. Let's see, anything? I don't see any items. Okay, so we've got a pawn here. So that one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one. On. And then let's go this way first. Try the lockpicks. Ah, dang it. Well, we've at least got 4 keys. Let's try and redraw the floor plan. I don't want to waste gems on that. No, that's worse. Let's rotate floor plans. Put the commissary. So we still ended up using 2. Metal detector would be really good. Sledgehammer is also pretty darn good. But we can only afford 1. I think we know that we have a trunk, but we're also likely to miss stuff. So I think we're gonna go metal detector and hope that helps us find something later. Hi, Handle. Alright, so we've got quite a few items, but we are pretty deep and don't have any gems, which is kind of scary. We can go back and try and do the trunk that we kind of got distracted by, honestly. But we're already at 29. So that would put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if not 8 or 9. So then that would be at least like 18 back. So 18 both ways, which is quite a lot. That's more than half, which kind of scares me. Let's hope that we can get some food. Archives is terrible, but it does give us options. Chapel is also useful to a degree. There's the hydrate. Chapel has fewer long-term things. I can deal with less money. Oh, this one is Rook. This one is Rook. Okay. And then let's try this direction first. Okay, good. Lockpicking set worked. Office, we don't have stuff for. Let's do corridor. Also, are we at the point that we need to... No, that's Flan Fan. I believe we've gotten that one before. Let me double check where we are on letters. Yeah, we're still... It's only in the first and second ones that we need to worry about it. These two. Locksmith is not great, and we don't have the gems for it. Gymnasium gives us most options, but we do lose... Oh, lights are off in the gymnasium. We'll be fine. So gymnasium's the way to go. So we found car keys, which isn't great. We do have the garage, but it's not really worth going back to the garage at this point, I think. Not unless we get a sudden influx of stuff. Alright. So this way next. Try lockpicking set off. Okay, well, we still got keys. We can use it. Kitchen we don't have the gems for. Dining room, that should work. Boudoir is one we wanted though. That should... Oh wait, we didn't get the one that required that. So that would only give us 1 gem. I think I'd rather go dining room. Get some steps. Oh shoot, dinner hasn't been served yet. I came in here too early. Okay, well we'll continue exploring this direction. We're about to hit the thing for it anyways. So we'll just try and unlock stuff. We'll come back to that one. Frickin' hell. Both of them. Given that we only have 2 keys left, I don't want to waste them. So we'll come back. We'll try north first. Servants' quarters. 1 key for each bedroom in the house. So that would put us at 3. So that would get us 3 keys, which is really good. We still have 2 directions up. But we could also east wing. We are nearly at the point, and that is the side that we really need to be on. So I think we'll do East Hall instead. Oh, we don't even have the gem requirement for that, so I shouldn't even be fussing. When we step here, dinner is served. We'll come back for that. Where's... What? I'm confused. Oh, it's right there. Okay. So we now got 5. We'll try this way first. Okay, conservatory. I think that's the one we want to go with. Actually, I'd rather do the boudoir, because that gets us the gem, which makes it more likely that we're going to be able to afford whatever we need to link those to. Oh, conservatory. Because I haven't seen the conservatory before. So do we aim for closing it? Or do we aim for new one we haven't seen? I think I'm going to do that one. So we've got gem over here. That one is... have we done this one? I don't know if we've gotten this corner. E. E is what we said it was last time. I don't remember what this was supposed to be. I think... because that's a crate, a box... what are those two? Because you've got paint, globe, hand, brush, crate, shipment, box, trunk. How did we get E from this before? Because I can't tell you what it would be other than E. So we've got that thingy there. We know this is a date, probably. But I don't know which date. What dates have we recorded? I don't see many. We have a notice from the West Wing staff with a date. We have the date of Anne Babbage's email, which is a part of the office emails. Let's try 1983. No? Or how about June? June is January, February, March, April, May, June 06. 15. I have no idea. I don't think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, I've got no idea. We know there are 8 dates and 8 safes, but I don't know what dates they're talking about. We don't want to hit that yet. We want to go get our steps back from our food. Hopefully this gives us a good number. Hey! We get an additional 10 from an aquarium. Have dinner. Alright, so that gave us 30 steps, putting us back at 50. That's a good number. I do want to unlock those, but I don't want to waste our keys on that. We know that there's a trunk somewhere over here. If we go back through the vestibule and pass through security, that should also let us check the computer and see what else we have. So I think that's what we want to do. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 13 or 14. Well, actually, it's probably going to be like 13 max. So that'll put us at 26 to get back. That should be fine. We'll just have to be cautious. So go back this way. We can also check the other direction, but it's going to take more input stuff. We are also going to lose 2 coin, but that's fine. Oh, we can also get the sledgehammer while we're here. We did end up getting enough for that, so we'll grab the sledgehammer. So now we're certain to break open the trunks. We can also pop out onto the terrace if we need to. I think there might be a thing there, but I know there's a dig spot in the aquarium, so that's one we want to hit. Good, that's not locked. We got lucky with that. Alright. So let's see, are there any keys or gems left? Okay, so there's only the trunk. That's good. So we don't have to worry too much. We know where that trunk is, so we can backtrack to it. Hopefully it's going to give us either a bunch of gems or some useful keys so that we can go exploring for gems. That should be fine. And I forget that we have running shoes, so that should be useful for actually getting back without losing all of our steps. There's the trunk that we need. So we don't even have to go back all the way that I thought we did. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of gems. That is very useful. I think since we've got 5 gems, we might be good to just try and do the other one. This was not the direction we were meant to go, but it works. Hydrating. Hi, Eternal. Also, Eternal, I think I actually got the video edited, so it should be up in time. I just need to, like, tweak one transition that didn't quite work right. And then the tutorial video should be up on the 10th like I originally wanted. Courtyard we already checked, so terrace. We're just not gonna go that way. We're just gonna go the other way. Oh, that. Okay. So then I think... Did we check if drawing room was... Oh, we've got both Fred and Frank here now. Is this one locked? Did we check that? Okay, that is locked. And it doesn't work with the lockpick set. We know dining room is locked both ways. Do we want to try up? I'd rather not waste a key on it. So let's check. Was this way locked? Did we check this one? Oh, I should have bought more gems. Okay, we can do passageway here. Then we can double back, buy some gems. That's locked, that's fine. Buy gems. There we go. So we've now got 4 gems. And then let's check both directions here. So that's unlocked. Dark room is currently off, so that's fine. So we'll do that one. And then yeah, we'll go this way. Is there anything of note in here? I don't think so. Okay, that's locked. We'll try the lockpick. Doesn't work. That's fine. Yeah, we are pretty close. I'm kind of just stalling before we hit that. What? Wasn't the dark room off? Crap. Well, it doesn't really matter. Okay, West Wing Hall is perfectly fine. That works. Do we want to keep exploring or do we want to go back? Let's go back the other way. Because we don't really need to hit that yet. We can try this one, see if we can get something that's useful to bridge that gap. Laundry room. Wait, that's kind of the trouble. Do laundry room. That gets us a key. And then... oh, they all cost money too. We don't even have the money. So the right antechamber door is unlocked. The bottom one isn't. But we have access to the bottom one, so if this right one doesn't work, if that doesn't connect, then we can go back and try and get something that will unlock that. But I don't remember which way unlocks that, so that's kind of risky. I think we're just gonna go back and hope. Though we do have some extra keys. We could double back to the dining room and try and get more gems, just in case we need them, but we do have 3. 3 is a not bad number. So I think we're gonna just go for it. We're gonna hope. Alright. Rumpus room. Okay, that one would work. Spare bedroom also works, but I kind of want the rumpus room because it has the guy that tells us future as well, and we haven't seen him in a bit. Oh, there's something in here too. Right over here. Lots of coins. Okay. So either way, we're gonna have to pass through the chapel. Insert coin. What are you gonna tell us this time? Ooh, I forget that's so like
as
that.
it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Mm-hmm.
The image is becoming clear.
Wait, what? Why is the car out there?
I see
Ooh.
the darkened cloud of ruin.
That's no good.
Familiar to us both. Now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes resting upon 8 pedestals.
Not enough depressed.
And in these 8 envelopes,
We
I
found
see
one of the envelopes.
8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7. Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms, there is a letter missing. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Alright. So we do actually have one of the letters already. We have found one of them, because we found it in the bunker. I assume some of the other letters are in the safes, which means we need to figure out how to crack those. And we know that the missing letter paintings do normally, like, tell us, or like, they give us a letter which gives us freaking code thing. And I don't know what the first word is, nor the second, but the, actually even the third row is confused. But the, gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. So I don't know what the first 3 words before gates is. We don't know that there are several gates. We have found several of those. But I've done the hydrate as well. Actually, didn't I do that one earlier? I don't know. And the other thing I noticed was we've got a rook here. So we need to put rook on our thingy. So this one is rook. And then we need to look for the paintings in this room. Wait, did we even find... We didn't even check the paintings in the other room, did we? Man, I am all kinds of out of it. Where is... Oh, more coins here. Okay. So we've got a match, a flame, wheat, plant, hay, barley, grain? What even would the 2 letters be on this one? Leaf, stalk, stem. Heat? Oh, wheat and heat. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so it would be W then. So W. And then... Okay, so we can enter there. We're going to hold off on that for a second, though, because I forgot to do the one for that painting. Actually, no, we tried that one. I thought that was the one that I had an E for, but no, that was a different one. So we've got the painting with the planet thing and a box. And I don't know what the difference is between those two. Crate, box, shipment. What else could that be? And also, we're also missing the one that's in the laundry room. But I don't know if I want to walk back there for that. Gift. I don't know. Do you guys have any ideas on that one? Do I need to get closer so that you guys can see it again? Crate, box, container. Container's an interesting one. Oh, create and crate. That's a good option. Because that would be E difference then. Which is now confusing me because I thought that was on the one before, but maybe that was for that. The what word would end in WE and start with I? Unless it's supposed to pair with the next word? That is a weird one. Oh, we. Because this isn't going to be a 5-letter word, because there's no painting set in the next room as far as I'm aware. So it's probably like IN in we, something with a C, U. East Hall. Did that one have paintings? I don't think it did. So we can't check that one. Mm. We know Passageway doesn't have paintings. Darkroom isn't going to have anything. West Wing Hall does, but we already have that one, I think. Yeah, that one we have as C. So, I think... Hydrated. Do we just continue on? Do we go into the antechamber and see what happens after that? This is my first time going in there, and I don't know if we can come back out to explore what we've already uncovered. Continue? Okay, we will continue. Oh. Huh? To continue up, you must go down. Is that referring to the elevator that we unlocked? Wait, no, there's a basement key? What does that mean? That... What? What? I am more confused. What the heck does that mean? Okay, we do have multiple doors that are locked. Maybe we can use that on one of those. So the nearest one is probably gonna be, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 puts us there. So yeah, into the dining room we go. Luckily we still have the steps for it. I'm glad we didn't faff about too much. And then it's just straight shot, yeah. Have fun, depressed. Alright, we'll go this way. Use special key, basement key. What? Door does not fit. Where does it fit? Does not fit. Where do we use the basement key then? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe. I think we're going to have to put the basement key in the coat check. Because we're getting close to running out of steps. Coast and coat here. Did we already get that one? Yes, yes we did. Also, I realized that I put N there as if it was determined. We'll put question mark there. All right. This scares me. I really don't want to lose the basement key. I assume if we can get back to the antechamber, we could probably get it again. But I wanna investigate with the thing. I'm glad you're enjoying your game, Gold. Also, did that have... Okay, crap, that did have paintings. Can we see what they are from here? Not well. I don't wanna waste the thing, though. We'll worry about it another time. We'll just spend a whole bunch of gems while we're here. There we go. Or spend a whole bunch of coins. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still good. Just while we're in here, let's try it on this door too. It does not fit. You're trying to Google how to get into the basement? That's fair. So it's not that way, it's down this way. And then if we get lucky, if we're not lucky, alright, we're just going to use one of our normal keys. Double check, is there anything that we missed in the house? Okay, we've gotten everything that we can in the house. For now, I'm just worried about saving it. So we're just going to check item basement key. Found an image that says it has 5 entrances. Weird. Okay. Well, I know there are like a couple options that I can think of, because there is the outer room, but that's never going to be locked from what I can see. That's always open, so you wouldn't use the key there. There is the Blackbridge Grotto, which has the weird door. And then there's also the frickin' outside thing. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Possibly. If we get lucky with our running shoes rolls. So let's try and go to the garage. Nope. Oh, what? Okay, yeah. Alright. So I knew we weren't gonna finish it today. We're on day 21. But that is an interesting one. We at least got our thing saved. We actually visited the antechamber this time, which is interesting. But we've now got to figure out how to go down. So if we exit this, save and continue, and then the other thing, I don't know if I want to visit it immediately though. Maybe we see if we can get lucky and get the coat check immediately off the first doors. So we'll grab that. So we'll try these 3 doors first. We'll do spare bedroom to ensure that we have a direction to go. And then coat check, please. No coat check. Nook guarantees key, so we'll do that. How did you unbake a pizza? Hallway, I guess, is what we'll do. Alright, so we didn't get coat check, unfortunately. But we can head out. And I can show you what I was talking about with one of the things after we go check this door over here. I think we'll go tool shed. Because I don't think we want to do classroom one today and costing steps instead of, well, if it costs steps to get the additional floor plans, and then we use gems to rotate them. That might work. That might be a good pairing. So I think we'll go that one, actually. We're just going to have to make sure that we get as much food as we can. That's the notice of termination. You cooked it, then accidentally left it in the pizza oven for too long. That's not how that works. Yeah, let's head down this way. Birds. Okay, so that's too dark over there or something. But this is what I was thinking. We go down. Because this is... They said you need to go down to go up or something. So if that's the case, then going down would be like this, wouldn't it? But I don't remember seeing a locked door down here. That's just the foreman's logs. Don't eat the elevator cables. Yeah, because we have the chest set here, which is what we were trying to find stuff for, but we've never seen a king or a queen. We've seen a lot of rooks, bishops, knights, and pawns. So assuming kings, though, hang on. Because this was... When we put one that made sense, like we put rook on rook? No. Does this only work on the day? Frick. How are you even supposed to get back here in time to do that? Now let me do the hydrate. Where was one with the knight? Knight was 4 up. So there. Yeah, I just don't think they work right now. Which means we don't know how that one functions. Maybe it does lead outside, but that's still like a long way back here. Oh, maybe it leads to this door. Because this is a door that we can't open from this side. That's a book we took screenshots of already. I feel like this game just keeps giving me more questions. We've uncovered a lot. And then the other place... the other place that had the weird door was over here. What is it a picture of? Yeah, that's the weird door, but it requires 3 of these thingies, which we still don't have. And there's also this, which we need an admin password to. It's not basement. Not... I would say, like... If it is something that I have missed and just been either too unobservant or, like, just too dense to figure out, I'm fine with it being pointed out. But if we haven't encountered them, or if it requires a piece of a puzzle we don't have yet, don't show it to me. There's nothing over there we need. Alright, let's start with the spare bedroom side. Let's start with the closet, I think. Take a key and a key card. Wasn't there a chess piece there last time? Screenshot of a map with entrance labeled, and most of them are places we haven't come across yet. Okay. Then hold off for now. You can call out if we encounter one of them and we have the basement key to try it. But don't reveal information we don't have yet. Okay, good. So we get coat check. Oh, but we get conservatory. Coat check. We want that basement key. So now that we have this, we have to be very careful to be able to get it back here before thing is over. And yes, I hope you had good sleep, Tanny. Frick! Alright, so we've got to do corridor then. Because that's the only one that still gives us an option. We'll do corridor. And then we'll double back, go into this place, grab our key. We'll use a key on this. We'll just get that open right now. So much money. This might be a quick run. Today not giving us good options for doors. Bedroom is gonna be our best option here. Because anything we can do to save steps right now is good. Still pawn in here. So is the chess piece in these rooms always the same? And then you have to put the actual thing down? Because I think we've only ever seen pawn in here. Yes, I will try and remember to put the basement key back in the coat check so that we don't lose it. But for now, I'm going to hold on to it. Glad we can rotate floor plans, otherwise this would be already over. Let's do kitchen. Who would I bite, who would I kiss, and who would I head pat? All of them to my boyfriend. So showroom is the one that gives us an additional 10 today. Let's get bacon and eggs and club sandwich, I think. Oh, we don't have enough of that. Okay, we'll save for now. Den, parlor. Okay, we definitely want den. We want the options. Something felt weird there. I guess I just never looked up in this room. Yeah, this one only ever has pawn. Does that mean I need to keep a running thing of what all the rooms are and what the chess pieces are in each room? There we go. Hydrate. What? What is this? How have we never seen this room? I guess we're doing this one. What is this? It doesn't reset each day. What does that even mean? Okay, we don't have shovel. So there's elevator. We just have to get elevator down. Okay, so this is one of the entrances. I figured it might be when I saw this. How do we work the elevator though? Did this unlock other rooms for us? Let's try this way. Parlor. Passageway. Let's go passageway. And then we'll check south first. Laboratory. Security. We have keycard, don't we? So we probably want security. Yeah, we do have keycard. Alright, so then we want to set the security up. And view state inventory. Okay, so there's an upgrade disc somewhere. Is it in this room? No. We definitely do want that upgrade disc, so we'll have to keep an eye out for it. Keycard system settings, security level, we want high. Confirm. Change offline mode to unlocked. Confirm. Go back. Exit. Alright. So we know there is a upgrade disc somewhere in here. I don't know where. It's not in the passageway. It's not going to be in the passageway. Probably won't be in the foundation. My guess would either be the den, the nook. Closet we already got both items from. So it's unlikely. Unlikely to be the spare bedroom. Unlikely to be hallway. But it in theory could be any of those. We'll just have to keep that in mind for if we have extra steps while wandering around. Oh, and now we have Fred and Frank. Normally the upgrade disc would be somewhere in here, but I don't see one. That's night. Alright, so I'm gonna start making a list. Because I'm gonna assume that these change every time. Oh, rolling for Tide Pod. 16. I suppose that's high enough today. Props. Where is my Tide Pod? Tide Pod. There we go. Tide Pod on my forehead for now. At least while I'm fixing these. Fixing my notes anyways. Why is it so big? It was always pretty big. It was just on top of my head before. I moved it down so that you could see the head pat if someone triggers it, because I got really annoyed at it covering head pat. I still should find a better place for it than where it is, but it kind of works as a mask. See? It doesn't cover head pat anymore. Okay, back to typing. Alright, so we need to make a note that is a room list. We could probably scoot this one over, put the room list there. I could attach it to my ear. You are correct. That is an option. Alright, so we've got the security is a knight. Actually, it'd probably be easier to put them by what type of piece they are. So pawn, knight, rook, bishop, queen, and king were the 6 options, I believe. So pawn was bedroom. The knight had security. And I don't remember the other ones. New merch idea? What's a new merch idea? Okay, Ted Pot earrings. That would be really cool, but I don't have my ears pierced, so I try and only make merch that I would use, and if I don't have my ears pierced, then I'm not going to use earrings. Maybe a Tide Pod necklace? That might be cute. But I will hide Tide Pod now, because I've finished my note-taking for now. Morning room. Let's go with that one. I don't think we've been in this one before. I do not have any tattoos nor piercings. There's a flower over here. Coin purse. I don't know if I'm on factory settings, but I'm definitely like, I don't have many modifications in the traditional sense. Right, so in the blue hours of the Wednesday morning, the Venerable Baron of Mountain Holly, Herbert Sinclair, passed away at the ripe age of 73 after a prolonged struggle with a heart condition that had been kept from the public eye until his final days. Esteemed as a pillar of society and renowned for his penchant for crafting puzzles, he was a source of endless fascination to our readers over the years, not least through his popular column Baron Bafflers, which he penned for over a decade. The particulars of the announcement of his successor yesterday has left his devoted followers with one last intrigue to ponder. The reading of his will precipitated a flurry of speculation for his niece and presumptive heir, the much beloved and lamented Mary Matthew Jones, has been missing, presumed deceased. For the past 6 years, Miss Jones, better known to our readers by her pen name Marion Marigold, enchanted the hearts and minds of children across the realm with her literary creations such as The Red Prince, Swimbird, and A New Clue. We haven't read A New Clue, but we've read the other 2. Her disappearance remains one of the age's most tragic mysteries. With her whereabouts unknown, it was Marigold's own son, Simon P. Jones, a lad but 14 summers, who was yesterday named the provincial heir to the sprawling the Cinca Empire. However, this vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contractual condition, given the Baron's well-known penchant for tests of mettle and wit. It's clear the young heir from Reddington, distinguished in his own right as last year's country science fair runner-up, faces an extraordinary challenge in the coming weeks. Okay, so I hadn't realized that Marion Marigold was our mom. That's new information. So apparently our mom has gone missing, which is not great. I don't see a chess piece in here either. Well, what did you do to your cat? I think I'd rather have the steps at this point. So we'll do that one. You were trying to pet him, and it sounds like you deserved it. So guest bedroom is also pawn. We get garage keys or car keys. Is that great, nephew? Because I thought, so our mom is his daughter. Wouldn't that put us as his grandson? Oh, no, because our mom was his niece. So that would be great nephew. You are correct. I was confused. So bedroom and guest bedroom are pawn. And then we keep moving. And we got an upgrade disc. So we can upgrade something. Cozy in bed, very nice. Alright, so what are our options for upgrading the Nook? 2 keys. Breakfast Nook gives us bacon and eggs. Or we'll always draw a library while drafting in this room. I definitely like these two. Because we do struggle a little bit with keys, but a singular key isn't gonna help us as much as bacon and eggs, which was like 10 steps, or the reading nook, which guarantees a library. The question is, do we care more about lore, which is what the library is, or do we care more about getting around? I think this one's going to be more helpful. This one's going to uncover more. Uncover more as in like more story stuff. I think I'm going to go breakfast nook. I would rather the food. Alright, and then we've not put one... No, we have put one down. Because it's Taco Bell. I don't know what you expected. Alright, so then we want to go this way next. Special key, basement key? Does not fit. Okay. So we'll use a normal key for here. Garage is going to get us more keys. Patio spreads that in each of the green rooms. We only have one green room, but that's not really what we want. So I think we'll do garage. But we also have the thingy for the car. So we've got a battery pack, and we get the secret garden key. That we've read before. Unlock this side. Is there anything else in here? No, just the note. Okay. So I think that's fine. I think that's everything we needed from here. We at least replenished our keys that we used on this door. So we've only got one direction we can go, which is scaring me a little bit. I want to figure out what to do in this room, but I haven't a clue of how to get this lowered. It's not like we can jump and grab hold of it. Do you have to connect it to the power? That doesn't seem right. I'm just baffled by how much this game keeps unfurling stuff. How much did they have to plan all the puzzles in this? Oh, this is another pawn one. So, Den is pawn. Let me tweak my notes a little bit to make this clearer. There we go. Okay. Courtyard, parlor, boudoir. I think courtyard is preferred. What's up, Tanny? Did it start storming? We'll save that for if we get a sledgehammer. There's no shovel or anything in here. That's a shame. Let's rotate floor plans and try and get dining room, yeah, pointed that way. So that'll come in handy later. Nothing else in here for now. That's no good, Tanny. We'll go West Wing Hall. And then... Is there... No, there isn't a chess piece in here. And there wasn't one in the courtyard, right? Workshop. I guess we'll put in workshop. We have key card. Don't lick the salt lamp. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. So we need 2 up to get dining room to trigger. It may just be salt, but you don't need that much salt in your diet for one. And the other is that you don't know what else they've coated it with. Okay, so we don't have anything that combines. Key card. Great Hall functions. Chapel could also work. I think we'll do Great Hall. Don't eat cardboard either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need one more. We can at least guarantee that. I'm gonna just double check. Pretty sure this isn't gonna work on this one. Nope. Use normal key. You have other things you can numb, I hope. We'll do the parlor puzzle, I think. Don't chew on tape either. Alright, this box is empty. The box with a full statement is empty. There are 2 full statements. Okay. So, if this box is lying, then it would be empty according to this box. But that would make it true. So my assumption is just this box is empty and it's true. And then the box with the full statement is empty would probably be true. And then there are 2 false statements would have to be false. So if that one is false, then that one's empty, which means that this one has it. Alright, and then the parlor is also a pawn, is the other thing I saw. So parlor was added to the list of pawns. Alright. Boat and bat. So O is the letter here. So C-O-U. So in we count it if the C-O-U and T could fit. And then third one is likely smart from what I have written down. So count smart gates. 8 dates. Crack 8 safes. I don't know. Don't eat electrical cables either. So we'll run back. Get food. Have dinner. I've never seen the showroom, actually. Don't eat Uno cards either. What's up, Tanny? I know I'm not letting you do fun stuff. It's dangerous stuff. This does not have a thing. They're not food! Oh, I should have used the secret key. Oh well. Storeroom at least gets us back the key, so we'll do that one. We'll get actual food. Okay, so storeroom is pawn. And this one is grain and rain. So G, yeah. Cardboard is not food, Tanny. We've been over this. I will go to the courtyard next. Throw out the noodles in the ramen packets and eat the plate. No! Don't do that. I want you guys healthy. So, did we put dining room as pawn? Let me double check my notes. We did not. I should add that. So no shovel yet. Oh, but we do have a thing to break open this. So that gets us 2 extra keys at least. You gotta cook the noodle brick. Do we want office or do we want observatory? Because last time we had 5 and 4, so this time it's gonna be 10. I don't remember what 10 stars do. I guess we might as well see what 10 stars do. Because I don't have any idea for the code in the office. Hopefully you've let it cool down in that point. Okay, so there isn't a 10. So then we're probably gonna get 2 5s? Can we even get 2 5s? But this is another rook, or not rook, another knight room. So security, observatory. My guess is that laboratory is also going to be a night room then. And wasn't Nook rook? I'm going to put a question mark next to that one. Bishop. I know we've seen a bishop before, but I don't remember which room that was in. Okay, so we get an apple, and we get 3 more steps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Oh, the rumpus room. Thank you for the reminder. So bishop was rumpus room. So nursery's not bad, but I am worried with how many things we have. We could do library. We've already drafted a lot of bedrooms, so let's go for library. What is this? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have that room already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do, but I didn't see a thing in there. We've already done a Sightseer's Guide to Red. We've already done Swimbird. I believe we've already done the history. We've done the pump manual. I think we've seen all of these. Fixed stars might be the thing in the observatory, but I'm gonna see if that's any different. Where are the lobsters? Yes, you are a little bit late, but no one has. The lobsters are not there at the moment. You can roll for the lobsters by just doing exclamation mark Fred and exclamation mark Frank. 1, 2 hydrates that I forgot to do a bit. Oh, I also forgot that I can turn off the time cooldown on those. Because I am feeling better. Oh, and there's a Fred. So let me update my channel points so that that cooldown is now no longer there. Which I am sure I am going to regret as soon as I turn this off. There we go. Yep, I knew it. I knew this was gonna happen. Let's see if there's anything new in these thingies while you guys get those out. Records, it's playtime. Draft records. We've solved every puzzle in the billiards in the parlor. 1, 2, 3. Well, we have both lobsters now. We've got Fred and we've got Frank. So you don't need to be sad. Yeah, they're good. There's hydrates done. We found 5 upgrade discs and 1 red letter. And then... scrapbook, keycard. Most paid for is passageway, which makes sense. Commissary and security. We like classrooms. I am sure a turtle. Den, closet, and parlor. Spent most time in those ones, make sense. Key pack. Don't like the office or the rotunda. We've got 3rd grade classroom. Okay, I'm surprised that there's not a knight chess piece in here. But I'm pretty sure I've just searched this room before and not found a chess piece. So I think this one just doesn't have one. Bookshop. That's a new one. There's also a wine cellar. What should we want? So wine cellar isn't super useful right now because we're using steps. This is a puzzle game with a lot of mystery in it. Keys are useful, but I kind of want to see what the bookshop sells. Cellar doesn't have another door out of it. Cellar, I think, only gives you the gems. And what's up, Tanny? I think let's go bookshop. I want to see what this is. Okay, bookshop is rook, or is bishop. That's good to know. What is this? A new clue sold out in hours. It should come as no surprise that the latest book from local author Marion Marigold is breaking literary records and making headlines even in absentia. The release of her new book, A New Clue, comes only 14 months after the distressful report of the author's mysterious and unexplained disappearance. Her current publisher has issued a statement debunking the conspiracy theory surrounding the book's recent announcement, stating the writing of the book was completed and well into editing stages many months before the disappearance. In addition, the publisher has revealed that all of the proceeds from the first edition sales of A New Clue will be going to Lasting Hope, a non-profit organization that aims to provide resources and intel in the investigations of missing persons. Still, the timing and conveniently mysterious title of Marigold's 3rd book has left many cynics denouncing the book and her disappearance as a cheap publicity stunt Detective von Margel, who many theorize may have been the inspiration for a new clue, was quoted only saying that the book was unintentionally accurate. Regardless of their opinions, fans, pundits, and cynics alike were standing together, elbow to elbow, in bookshop queues this morning, eager to get their hands on what may very likely be the last works ever published by the missing author. Okay, wait. Yes, you are technically also a shapeshifter. A new clue is 50 coins? Oh man, this is... So this is basically the super helpful books that are like lore dumps. And I assume they're like the full versions of them. So that is... the Curse of the Blackbirds. That probably has the password to the Blackbridge Grotto. Well, Tana, you'd only have the leaf on your head if you're shapeshifting, right? So you need it on other avatars, not on your main one. I don't know, though. Okay, so Bishop is bookshop. You still want it? Fair. So we don't have enough for any of the books, so I guess we just continue for now. Secret garden key? Okay. We don't have a shovel, so those aren't useful. That looks like it should go in, but I don't know how to get that like that. We can at least unlock another one of the doors. So now we've unlocked that side. That spins those. What are you even supposed to do with this? I suppose that there's something that's going to unlock it later. Or it's like another entrance to it. Yeah. Fred and Frank are props right now, so they're available on anything. Though they might not be positioned well on older models. Yeah. Shapeshifters are common around me, it feels like. So we'll do billiards room next. Though we need to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we've still got enough wiggle room for now. Okay, that's not anything. $14 coins. We have enough for one of the books, but not any of the books we actually want. So 8. What does that mean? I've never seen a square in the middle. 4? Okay, so that's not it. What the heck does that mean? Is it 4 plus itself? Does that put it at 8? No? Well, because the blue is plus. So it's not just 4, and it's not 4 plus 4? Is it 4 times 4, you think? 4 times 4 would be, frickin' 16, isn't it? Oh, shoot! It is! Okay, so now we've got 3 times 3 is 9. 6 times 6 is... Frick hell, we're having to do squares. So 6 times 5 is the, why am I blanking? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So then plus another 6 would be 36. So then 36 minus 16 puts it at 20. Okay. They are getting hard. I didn't think they could get harder than they already had. That is wild. Alright, got more keys at least. Walk-in closet. 4 items. Let's do the walk-in closet, I think. Telescope. Gain an additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. Well, we've already visited the observatory. That doesn't seem super useful right now. And this is walk-in closet, which is a pawn. Okay, so now I've got to backtrack. And there was no chess piece in here, right? Yeah, no chess piece in here. Nor in the secret garden, right? Yeah. No chess piece. Bookshop. So we can't afford the drafting strategies books, but I feel like we've already read those. I really want this one, but I don't think there's any way we're getting like 40 coins right now. Observatory. Telescope. So we get 3 more steps because of that telescope. Uh, 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So do we want to go 7 and then because I don't want to lose the basement key. So much of this is like you have to have the right items in the right place, but so much of it is random. So we can either try and go to the Great Hall and go out either side, or go through the parlor. Or, what are the odds? Very low. from what I see with how many different things and different combinations. Like you're going to luck into something every time, but there's no guarantee which one you uncover from what I see. And I assume that you can always get the basement key from the antechamber. That would be my guess. And if that's the case, then the basement key isn't something that you'd actually need to coat check. But I don't know, like, if they're... Because you can get the entrances early if you can figure out what to do with them, if the foundation was one of them. So having the basement key early is a good sign. Yeah, I don't think I have much trouble with avoiding the curiosity rover. I think let's put... I think I'm calling this day a wash a little bit early, because I'm scared of losing that key. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 10, 11... That should let us buy more food too. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That should still give us freedom. So we want to go through the courtyard, down through the den. Oh, there's a banana over here. I don't remember that being that... Oh, right, I forgot that the secret garden spreads fruit throughout the entire house. So we have a little bit more leeway than we did. But I still want to put the thing back. There we go. So we've got our steps back up. Actually, now that we've done that, now that we've just spent all our money on steps, I think I'm more comfortable and we can continue going up. So let's try that. There was another fruit here. I thought I checked this room for fruit, but I guess not. There might be some in the west hall, but I don't think we'd even need to go that way, so let's not worry about it. It'd be a waste of steps to check. Okay, we still have the same things that we did last time, so none of those are helpful. Oh, that's just the boxes for the puzzle thingy. Okay, do we try Great Hall or do we try Parlor? We've got 5 keys. On the next ability check. Showroom, so that's... We don't need that anymore. I think Chapel's probably our best bet here. Because we don't have any money to lose anyways. Well, now we do, but that's a different thing. So that's sealed. But we have another option there. Let's see if we can't... I'm sure that's not going to work, but try it anyways. So this should unlock the thing. These are not great. So we've opened the left antechamber. let's rotate plans. Rotate again. There we go. So that one works. We at least know what's on the right-hand side. But we still have to use a key to go that way. Let's save it for now. I'm sure this door's gonna be locked. It's not. Okay. 9. Okay. That's a good choice. So lower one doesn't matter. Let's try the one on the other side first. Patio spreads gems in each green room. I think let's do patio. No shovel or anything, unfortunately. Let's do greenhouse. We don't have the broken lever in this one, unfortunately, but if we find the broken lever, we can then open the door. Because that's for the door that we've got uncovered currently. You've still got an hour, Hades, so hopefully you'll be back in time. I don't think there's anything else in here. Oh, right, there's watering can. Where did that trigger? Oh, did we just get the gem immediately? We don't have to find it in here? How much is it to go back again? 1, 2, 3. Wait, no, because it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Still fine for now. Ooh, very nice, Danny. Good luck, Hades. Pool room. Don't hurt yourself too much. Okay. So that's fine. If we were to go 1, 2... Well, actually, we could use a key there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That would get us back just enough. I think we'll do that. So use that one. Right, because we haven't even unlocked the door on that side yet. Because it's one of the ones in here that we haven't unlocked yet. So here into the courtyard. Use our watering can. Yeah, it just gives us one. Through the den. Through the kitchen. Buy an extra banana. Or 2. Just to make sure that we have the extra steps. Through here. And there's the code check. So we want to check our basement key again. And then we want to head back. We only have one way to head back, right? No, we have 2. We can... No, we only have 1. Because those 2 were blocked. That is its own section there. Which is probably where a good chunk of the fruit is. But that's not useful to us right now. Yeah, it's really not useful. Okay, this way. This way. Don't need to go to the storeroom. Alright. So we're here. Do we carry up through the pool room, but we don't... so we need one that goes left there. We actually have the right door, or the left door open here. So, do we try the keys here and hope that we get either the lever or the door to the left? Or do we go through the pool room? And, well, even then we wouldn't be able to do that one. So I guess our only real option is to go left here. Question is, which door of the one of 3 do we do? So this one was middle. I'm gonna guess right. Okay. Well, it's not what we needed. That means that the lever is gonna be either left or right here. But we can also try one of the 2 here for the 50-50 shot. But that is a bit more of a sketch direction than trying the 50-50 shot. So, left or right? That's not an answer. That's still not an answer. 1, 2, up. Up isn't a direction we can go. It's left or right. You've got 2 options. Left. Okay, we'll try left. Okay, left was wrong. Let's try right. Okay, get a key back, and we get to open the thingy. Alright. So now we need to make our way back to the pool room and hope for a door that goes left. So the best way through to the pool room is going to be through the dark room and up. And we'll get our thing here, why not? Get some more money. And then key card. Okay, so we've got a couple options. I think we're gonna save our steps because we don't need that right one. We'll go pantry. Because I was eating a chocolate orange earlier. That's why it tastes like chocolate. So we're now at 14, which I believe is the cost of one of the books. I don't remember though. So now, does this give us the same thing? No. To continue up, you must go down. Is that because we already had the basement key? I don't know. I guess we'll just see where this goes. Pump room. What's that? None of these are particularly useful. Made it to the antechamber again. I suppose. But I just wonder, like, if we got here before we got the coat check, would it give us the basement key then? Or is the basement key just lost if we lose it? I can't imagine it'd be lost if we lose it. So we've got a silver key. There are some permanent stuff, but nothing that stays in your inventory. As far as I'm aware. I'm debating if we want to empty the fountain. Can we even empty the fountain? There's got to be a way. Let's start with just dumping stuff into the pool. So pool is 6. So we've got to get 6 goes from tank 1. Tank 1 goes that way. Okay, so we are in fact filling up the pool. And then we can empty 5. Greenhouse. Put it into that one. And then put that into the pool as well. No? Oh, right. We kind of need to swap back to the pool, don't we? What are you wearing, Gold? Hang on. You're not wearing much. You just got a little gold tuft on your butt. So where does 1 go to? 1 goes to the tank 2 switch. So that way. one should pull out of that. So that goes into greenhouse now. Then we take more from fountain, fill that back up. Toss that into greenhouse. Pull that out of fountain, and that should be the last of it. And this should persist between ones. Uh-oh. Okay, so we've got to figure out how to... We should be able to swap which one that's on then. Frick, that shouldn't be going that way. No, wrong. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's why. So we need to put that other way. Empty that. And then flip that. And there's the fountain emptied. So that's good. Alright, well, let's go see if we can get the basement key back then, I guess. Because we might have enough steps to do that. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That should give us plenty to go outside. So I guess we're going to try that. Can't go deep into the pool. Yeah, it's through here and then to the right. Yep. Through the dark room, through the great hall. And then through the workshop. Nothing we can combine, right? Yeah. Okay. This way. And then through the courtyard, through the den. Down this way. That's still erased, right? Yes, it is. Through the corridor. So we go grab our thingy again. Retrieve item, grab that. And then out. And here's all the coins we've been throwing. I'm gonna leave them for now. I don't want to pick them up. That's interesting. Special keys. Basement key. Okay. Now used our thing. Maybe we should have left one of our other items behind. I don't know. There's nothing in our inventory that we can't get again at the moment. What do we even do here? Because of the water, we can't go that way. So I guess we have to go this way. Abandoned mine. Let's keep checking this way first. gold to grab. Interesting. Okay, so that can move. Let's check this way. Oh man. No, come on. Okay, so we've got to back up. There's never enough steps in this game. We're gonna pull this back in case we can't go back there, because I feel like that's getting blocked by something else. And yeah, we can't walk around that. So we can always push that from this side. Wait, what? Wasn't that a thing? Unless it was over here. Okay, it is over here. What is this? Okay, so there's an upgrade disc. And there is foundation elevator, concealed entrance, cliffside exit, minecart, fountain entrance, tomb entrance, torch chamber, rotating gear to north elevator. So that is part of the map. Yeah. So it doesn't look like we can do anything else in this room. Crap, how do we work this? Because we need to somehow drain this. But I don't... Is this the reservoir? So we'd have to lower the reservoir in the pump room. But then if we do that, there's no way that we can access this through the fountain, which means we have to use one of the other entrances. But I don't know how to lower the elevator. Yeah, I think we're just going to be exploring down here until we run out of steps, because there's no way I'm getting back up. Not with this many steps. So, I guess we push the cart again, and we actually try stepping in that room. But that does scare me a little bit. Okay, wait, we can't even do anything here. We have to enter from that side, I guess? How do you even do that, though? This almost looks like a clock mechanism, which confuses the heck out of me more. I think that's the door from the grotto. I don't know any other door that has that kind of round shape to it. There's got to be other entrances, though. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This game really likes 8. And then that's as far as that goes. So we're best putting this back to here. Because we're probably not going to do the fountain entrance again, if the fountain entrance is like this. I don't want to go back in there. There's nothing in there. So then we want to go back this way. We've got 2. That's basically going to get us into the entrance hole, which isn't useful. feel like we should be able to use that boat, but we can't. Because apparently we have something against getting our knees wet. So there isn't really an oar on that boat either, is there? We're gonna get up to the top and then it's gonna say no, isn't it? Yep. Alright. So the question is, does the fountain stay like that? And did we just lose all the money that was in the fountain? Save and continue for now. Okay, so the fountain does stay like that, and the coins stay in the fountain. We know what... Whoa! So foundation just stays there. Like, that's what it meant by it does not reset each day. That's so odd. Okay. Well, we got a thing now. Let's start with hallway. Then we can do spare bedroom. And do we want courtyard? Or do we want parlor? I'd rather have the gems early than spend the gems early, but we can do bedroom as well. Minecart is a puzzle? Frick. I sure hope we didn't mess up the puzzle then. Parlor. Alright, and then let's do parlor first. There's only one true statement. The gems are in a box with a false statement. There are 2 true statements. Alright. So if there are 2 true statements, it's going to be this one, and it's going to be this one. So the box with the false statement is this one. Alright, so we got that. Pop this open. Security this early is pretty nice. But we could also go for the nursery and go for max steps this time. Yes, organism breaks people. It's fun. Now let's go nursery, I think. This has money, red prints, which we've already read on stream before. Oh, and nursery is pawn. Organism is a map in VR chat that is very, very impressive. And yes, I appreciate you waiting on me for epilogue. Let's go check the outside one. You can also just access it on the PC or like the desktop version, but it is far more impressive to see it in full PC VR. It's just not Quest compatible, nor iOS compatible. Okay, so we're starting out the day with 15 now. Burb. I mean, Danny, I think the question is, do they even have Quest? Tomb. We've not seen a tomb yet, so I think let's check that one out. We'll head down. Ooh, that was weird movement. Ooh. I know what this is! 'Cause that's... Yeah, these are the ones from the chapel. I have those written down. So number 1 is the gardener with the hoe. So that's 1. Number 2 is the baker. Where is the baker? Oh, there's so many flowers over here. What is this? Open the vent to my death. Simon, so here's where it all ends, at least for me, and all of the picturesque places of this grand estate. I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest, and that some dim, somber fate, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition, and family tradition thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break, and I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add to another page of your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of your own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried beneath the great oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods, and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk. A perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls planted in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break these chains, then I would cherish this tome more than oak and sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and the worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this specular as hallowed ground, to realize the grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric, and to in turn, as a recompense for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter, to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps. Alright. Back to looking for the baker then. I think you might be the baker, or are you the chef? I think you're the baker. So you're 2. 3 is... Oh, shoot. No, I did this wrong. Hopefully I can reset it, because I already messed up once. Because it is not the gardener with the hoe. The gardener with the hoe is 3. Or, sorry, that's a pitchfork. We need a gardener with a hoe. Oh, we found money here. Each of our journeys come to a conclusion, and here in the tomb, this floor plan is the definitive dead end, or is it? Why do you look like a puzzle? What are you? Lit, unlit, unlit, lit, 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 unlit. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, because this feels important. So that's jockey, that's maid. That way's the entrance. Chimney sweep. King. Another one. This one's knocked over though. I'm gonna grab a picture of that as well. Okay, there's the hoe. So hoe first. Now we need the baker. Baker was somewhere over this direction, right? Yeah, baker's over here. Did we already check this way? No, but it's a dead end. Now we need the pitchfork. Pitchfork there. I mean, when the chapel gives you, like, stained glass things with numbers beneath them and clear jobs, you kind of have to just write those down and hope for later. Chimney sweep is 4. 5 is the maid. Where was the maid again? Is that the maid? Ah! Shoot, come on. I kind of need to see what I'm doing. I don't see any other job with a broom, so I think that's maid. 5. Jockey is 6. You're the jockey. 7 is the king. Oh! Hey! Okay. So we got that solved. What is this? That's not unnerving at all. Alright, so we've got 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is the other part of the map. So we'll take another picture of this. And that is the reservoir. So we now know next time we're in the pump room, we need to drain the reservoir at least a little bit. This is weird that it's suspended like that. But clearly it wants us to go this way. That's weird. Why is that blocked? I don't know what any of those mean. Is there anything else around here? No, that skeletal hand is creepy though. Alright, I sure hope it's not the part where he kills us. So we figured out something with that. Or at least gotten more pieces to a puzzle that I'm gonna probably have to reorganize later. before we go inside, down this way, because there was another minecart over here, I think. No, not there? No. All this is blocked off, so that's not useful. I remember there being one with a minecart. Where am I remembering that then? I know there's a minecart in the gemstone cavern, but that's not going to be it. Oh well, I think we need to just carry on. We'll go left first. Let's get items, I guess. Or we could go pantry and get money. Let's get money. We're doing money run at this point. And double checking that there's no chess piece. I don't think there should be. There is in fact not. Den, patio, storeroom. Let's go den. Right. 1, 2. Den we already put down as thingy, didn't we? Yes, we did. Okay. Let's go right first. Bedroom will be useful. Key. We already have the pawn marked down from that, and it's still pawn. I am a cat. What do you expect? Okay, yeah, that's fine. This way. Let's go West Wing Hall, because it's guaranteed to be on this side. Go this way. Let's rotate, try and get the commissary pointed the right way. There we go. Raspberries are yummy. I think let's get a shovel. I'm not too worried about any of the other stuff right now. But I know this had dig spots. And there shouldn't be any dig spots in any of the other rooms we've already hit. Okay. So we still haven't figured out how to lower that. We want other direction first. Guess we'll use our key. Chapel is preferred, but let's not go through there yet. Unless, okay, no, there's no coin. Oh, chapel is bishop. I don't think we had that one written down. chapel. We still have not found any with queen or king. Come on, let me down. There we go. Let's go for breakfast nook. There we go. I got some steps. Did we already put that on here? Nook is rook. Get a blanket. None of those are great. They're really not. I think let's go storeroom. Because we don't need the steps right now. Oh, you just got out of the shower? That'd do it. Did we add storeroom? Yes, we did. Storeroom is pawn. We already have that one. So we gotta go through the chapel. Let's double check if there's anything that we want to buy here before we do. Might as well get stuff. There we go. We'll just empty our coin. It's probably gonna bite us later, but we at least have stuff to work with. Alright, and there's nothing else in here. But yeah, these are they've got numbers on them. Of course I was going to write those down. So corridors are only a real option if we want to keep going forwards. Eight. 1, 2, dang it. Am I out of water? I can't tell if I'm out of water or if I just, like, have ice blocking my thing. Hang on. I should have more water in my fridge. I've got a little bit. I kind of forgot to refill this at some point. So we'll at least pour that in. Just give me a couple more hydrates. Probably the last one I need. Yes, I do have a mini fridge near my desk. We are still going Hades. There we go, I did 2 more. Just to be sure I covered them. And yeah, the mini fridge was a investment back when I was living in a townhouse. And couldn't always promise that I could safely do the stairs due to dizziness. So having a fridge with like a couple snacks and water was worth it. Alright, only one of these has attraction. I have eaten more of the fruit snacks. I am still going through them very, very slowly. I still have quite a few. Courtyard's necessary. Fair enough. Oh, we have metal detector. That's bound to be useful. Shovel. Shovel there. Key. Alright, let's go south first. Wine cellar. Man, we have so many gems this run. But I think we need to go library, because we have so many gems. Though I don't think we've ever actually pulled the wine cellar. We've got options. We'll try the wine cellar. I'm going to take a screenshot of that because the numbers underneath seem like they'd be important. Did we get this one? Surely we must have. Because this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I. Pilot and plot. Yeah, we got that one. I think we need the options. So we'll go dark room. But the other thing I forgot to check was we didn't see a chess piece in there, did we? I'm gonna double check. We have so many steps. I was pretty sure I looked around for one but didn't see one. Yeah. Not on this thing either? No. Alright. So that goes out. We don't have a key card, dang it, so we still only have one direction. Luckily we have keys. Okay. So I have a weird thing that we can do. Because the only ones that rotate are the ones that have 2 to 3 exits. If it's a dead end, or if it's a 4, it's not going to rotate. Okay. So these two are our choices. These two are guaranteed to have at least one exit. That one. Okay. Is there a knight in here? That's what I would expect. Is it on this thingy? No. Was I wrong? I swore based on the pattern that there would be a knight in here. I guess I was wrong. I don't see a knight. I don't want to use a key on that. We've already solved that one. Experiment setup. Continue with experiment. Fair enough, Hades. We are technically over time, but I'm gonna finish the day. I think I'm gonna do next 3 times we open a locked trunk. We're gonna gain a small key, or we'll add an extra. But we don't have sledgehammer. That set of I am here would have been in vain? I'm confused. I think chance to get a key back is probably preferred. Start experiment. Enter. Alright, so now we can exit that. And then we'll use the key on this. Experiment successful. I don't know what we got out of that, but we got 3 keys, so that's worth it. Okay, I think we got a gem. Wait, but it was supposed to be key, die, or... Oh no, it was gem. Okay, so I guess we got a gem. So, boiler rooms are our only real option here. I think I'm gonna rotate it though. Get us 2 options. Rotate it again. We have enough gems for that. Come on. Work with me here. Come on. Is it really only between the 2? For crying out loud! Am I just 50-50ing this, or... Oh, I'm dumb. The last room is never going to be the one that you start in. We're going that way, I guess. We'll just cut our loss. Because that one's this one. Which requires that down there. So we don't want power to the laboratory. That doesn't matter right now. Actually, wait, if we put power to the laboratory, does that put it to... Oh, we still have to set something up, don't we? That way? Activate. There we go. So does that go to the dark room is my question. Because we know that goes in here. That connects to that. We've already done that. So that goes there. But that doesn't do anything in there. Courtyard's not going to do anything either. Okay. So we need to unlock that one. Then we need to use elevator up, but we can't. Hang on, no, we can if we do... that. No? Hang on, just double check. That pulls that back. That opens that, but we don't have a way up. Oh, but that does connect there, so we could flip that. Which, if we point that way, should work with that. So that gets us up. Dang it, but that's now closed. Right, because that's... Which one again? that has to come from there. Has to be that way. Wait, that has to be that way. What did I do? That one's on. That one goes that way then? There we go. Locked. Luckily we have keys. I guess security. And then point that the other direction. So now we've got power flowing through security. Not particularly useful, but still a thing. Do we have anything? Where would 10 coins? Oh, 10 coins are probably in the thingy. And there's a sleep mask in one of the bedrooms that I probably missed, but that's fine. We've got so many steps it doesn't matter. Patio would be powered, garage would be powered. I think patio is our best option here. Dig with shovel. Dig. Nothing else here other than a gem. So many locked doors right now. We need the options. We need passageway. Anything else? No. North, this way. I bet this one's locked too. This one. It's not gonna go well, but this one. So that at least guarantees keys and guarantees that we point in the right direction, so this one. Wait, why is metal detector still up? Alright. We get a spare, I guess. Oh, so we've got light and flight. So if. So if we COU count smart gates. If we count smart gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. So wait, smart gates are counted as a safe? No? I don't know. If we count smart gates, 8 safes, or 8 dates crack 8 safes. I don't know. It's a weird one. That's not gonna work here, is it? Nope. so we can get observatory. That gives us more access. But that's not going to unlock the door. We don't really need to unlock the door. That's not what we're trying to do anymore. So, what we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out another way down. How do you even do that, though? What did 11 give again? 11 gives 5 gems. Not really. I don't like Pez. Okay, so that gave the gems right away. There we go, hydrated. Well, I'm supposed to end in a bit, so you might want to save it for next time. So this is a hose and a house. Oh, you. Yeah, we have you there. Hi, Dean. How are you? So we've got 2 options. But unless we can get to the other side and do the secret thing, that's not going to give us many options. We don't have a key card anywhere. I don't think it's good that you poisoned someone, Tanny. Geostate inventory. There's 1 gem, 10 coins, and a sleeping mask somewhere. None of that's going to help us. We've still got 6 gems. And the other way. Exams are rough. I'm doing pretty good. I am a bit lost on this game. We've made progress. We've definitely made progress. Because we've actually reached the antechamber today. But that just gave us more questions than answers because it told us to go down. Oh, there's gem there. So then, put here. Is there a sleep mask in here? No, it's probably in one of the other bedrooms. Not that it really matters if we have a sleep mask. We could try going down the well and seeing if that gives us another way to go. Because I don't think... Yeah, this has not gone down. We didn't need to step in here to see that, but it hasn't. So then... Here. That's fine. We weren't using those anyways. Commissary isn't needed. Den. Let's check the bedroom, see if it has the sleep mask. No. So the sleep mask is probably in the spare bedroom, but it doesn't really matter. We've got steps. Yeah, it's right there. We missed this super early on. So is that gonna, if we just turn around and... Okay, yeah. So we get 5 from there. And then 2. And then out. We'll just pop into this one. 8. Oh no, that doesn't Oh yeah, that does help. Okay, so 52. We'll do the same over here. Just gather up any steps we can. Alright. So we did all of this traversing, and we're still at 50-something steps. We don't have the pump room. We've got... Let's see if this is still unlocked down here. No. Oh, yes. Interesting. Okay. So we got that unlocked. That stays unlocked. But we know that there's not really anything that direction. Unless the thing is spun. So let's go check if the thing is spun. Nothing new in there. That... Okay, that stayed the same. This is closed. I don't know how to get those open. Okay, this is not spun. This is still the same way. So we'll pull this back. I know that's a door, but I don't know how to get that open. So then... We found another way in through the tomb. The tomb sort of does. From what I see, there's a lot of entrances that have different routes. We can't get back to the exact same place. I think it gets us to the other side of the reservoir. But there wasn't anything that we could really do over there. Right. We'll try going down again. We know the chess puzzle isn't going to work because we still haven't found the king and queen. But we can sanity check that the pieces still line up with what we know. Because this is another way down to a certain degree. I assume we have to get the chess puzzle complete in order to actually unlock the entrance. Alright, because that's locked door. Wait, what? Hang on. Where's the thing? There it is. Okay, we just passed it. I'm just unobservant. Okay. Alright. It's a chessboard, and then... Hang on. So let's see, what rooms do we have that work with pawns? So bedroom works with pawn, and den works with pawn. So either of these two spots should work. Yes? Yes. Okay, and then we have... The chapel was bishop, so that's 2 up from that. Yes. And then the nook was rook, so that is 3 up from the center. Right there. And then we have the knight which was in security, so that's 2 down from the top. Okay. And then we just don't have anywhere that has a king and a queen. Actually, wait. Does Boudier not have queen? I feel like that would have been queen. No. Is that knight? I thought there was something in there. Oops, shoot, I didn't mean to step out of that yet. Nope, okay, that's not anything. Alright, so that's not one. Or that's not one that we can do right now anyways. Did that have something that it said about minecarts on this one? No. Okay. So then, we already checked the Black Bridge Grotto. So, what else can we try? I swear I've seen somewhere else that had a minecart. And I'm wondering if it moved now. So we'll try this way and just pop by everything to refresh our memory. Though we popped into that one last time, so we don't need to do that again. And hit it on the way back if we really want to. This is one of the gates. But I don't see any kind of date or anything here. So I'm not sure what gates is supposed to be referring to. Oh wait, no. Maybe that's not a T. Maybe that's M? Because games is another thing. So if we count smart games, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. That could be it. I need to double check that letter at some point. So there is a minecart over here, but it's not super useful. What does this say though? Here's the last equipment for the new mine. We're gonna need more than this, especially if we're getting the excavation 2 stones per day. All but 1 minecart from the old tunnel, 2 of which were too rusted and worn down to be of any use up here. Where the heck was that minecart? It's locked on a short track and way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. So I guess that's the one that we're talking about. It's a little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage. So I suggest someone move it from the other side. Did we move it back? I don't remember if we moved it back, and now that's gonna bug me. Because that is definitely the one it's talking about. I have 1 letter wrong. I probably do. I've got a couple letters that I have just done, like, it's either this or that based on context clues around it. I don't think I need to go in there. There's nothing in there. I moved it back? Okay. As long as I moved it back to where it's pulled, I think we're good. Welcome back, Hades. You've made it just in time. We're essentially just spending the rest of our movement trying to figure out anything we can. I don't remember why I'm remembering a minecart. Said word, but it was 2 letters wrong. Uh... Wait. No? I don't know. It's probably one of the end room ones that I just need to double check. So if we moved it back from that side, we don't need to go back down there. We can double check the tomb. See if there's anything we missed in there. But I'm pretty sure that was very much a dead end. At this point, we kind of just need to pick one and roll with it, because I need to hard end at 10, which is in like less than 30 minutes. This way. Oh, right. Not that those help anything at this point. Right, because this was blocked off. So we need to figure out how to open that. But I've not seen anything that lifts those. Hi, Adam. It could be that you have to solve the chest in order to get those open, but I'm not sure. So, foundation is an entrance, the fountain is an entrance, the tomb is an entrance, and the elevator is an entrance, and we're missing one more. But I don't know what that last one is, and the only entrance that has anything that we can do with it are the fountain. If we can get the reservoir down a little bit, we can go that way. Assuming that the boat actually works. And then the elevator has the chess puzzle still. And the chess puzzle requires you to return to the chess puzzle after filling out the house with at least one room that has each of the chess pieces. But we have at least confirmed that the chess pieces are in the individual rooms. So if we can figure out what rooms hold the queen and the king, we can start planning for that. Let's go with the hint of, is it inside the manor or... Oh wait, no, hang on. The last one's Blackbridge Grotto, isn't it? Because my request for hint was, is it inside the manor, like is it a randomized room, or is it one of the permanent additions that is always available? There is definitely a story to this one, but it's kind of hard to keep up with. Because the story is hidden in the various little puzzles. Like, you'll find emails and stuff. Like, it is very much like Fallout, where you'll find different pieces and things. It's outside, that's all you know without fully giving it away. So that would probably be Blackbridge Grotto then, which I assumed was one, because we saw that in the spinny thing. The only circular door that I've ever seen in this place. So that means that two of the entrances are, well actually no, one of them is always there, because the foundation is always going to stay there. Tomb is optional, so tomb is random chance whether we get it or not. And then the other ones are technically always available. Fountain, you have to set up to leave it available. So that makes sense. I don't know about the admin password for the grotto yet. I feel like I should have taken screenshots of the letter in the tomb. Maybe that would have had a hint. But I don't, like, nothing stood out to me specifically. We do have the magnifying glass. So we can double check stuff, but I didn't see anything that felt like it had something hidden on it. The ones that I would want to go use that on are like some books in the library, but we didn't get the library this time, and we certainly wouldn't have the books for it. So the story isn't just in this stream is kind of the trouble. We are on day 23 and have been doing this for multiple streams. And the little bits of lore are scattered throughout it. But to my understanding, we are the potential heir of this manor, presuming that we can reach the, like, 67th room or whatever it is, like the room that shouldn't exist, essentially. And initially I had thought that was the antechamber, but we got to the antechamber and it told us that we had to go down before we could go up, pointing us to the basement, which is what we've been trying to sort out now. And our grand uncle, I think was what it was. Basically our mother is this guy's niece. So we're his great nephew. And he initially left the house to our mom, but our mom is currently missing. We don't know where she is. And so with that, she was a famous writer, and there are a couple books that have like some hints, like Swimbird is one that gave a hint to the password that has the computer access. So we know she is somehow tied into all of this, but other than the fact that she went missing after a jewel was stolen from a museum, we don't really know what's going on. We know that there are supposed to be 8 red letters. We found one of them, which tells you how little we've actually broken into this game. Because this one was found in the bunker, and I can't even tell you what all it said, or who wrote it. Because my memory is that bad. But I'm going to be giving myself the grace of, like, for the bunker room, which I'm certain that I've gotten everything done in, I can go check the wiki or something if my notes are not sufficient. I will fall back on, like, the community's notes if I need to. But I'm trying to see how far I can get just exploring what all I can. And yeah, we're not stuck. But I am no less confused than when I started this stream. So that's kind of where we're at. Is there anything that chat remembers that I missed? Because heck if I know. I don't think there's anything else we can really do on this one. The only door that we have left open requires a key card, which we don't have. We do have the security, but we don't have the, I'm just realizing one of the ones that we got up here was the frickin', the fuse room. Had we have done that, we could have unlocked this keycard door and explored this side. So that might have worked out better than what we did up here. We'll have to keep that in mind for next time if we ever run into that situation again. But that doesn't really help us right now. Because right now we're just kind of stuck. So, is there any last spots that we want to double check? We've already done most of it. Yeah, you're just saying it's bedtime. Yeah, it is bedtime. I want to figure stuff out, though. I like puzzles, but puzzles are hard. All right. I think we have to call it a day. We have so many resources, but nothing useful. So we'll call it a day. Call it a day for the stream as well. West-facing villa. Yeah, that makes sense. We've got barely anything on the east side. How did we even get that many steps? Is now my second question. Because we took 96 steps, and we still had like 30-something left over at the end. Because we had the breakfast nook, so that took us from like 50 to 60. No, we started at 70, got 80, got more with the bedrooms and the thingies. Okay, so that makes sense how that works. Yes, sleep well, Danny, or whatever you're gonna do. We will be back on Sunday. We're gonna be doing more House Flipper. The current plan is to, for one thing, show Volky the back rooms that we made, and then we're also going to be hopefully working on the fire station. Though that one is assuming that Volky doesn't get called back to work or sick again. If he does, we're going to be working on the pool rooms. So I've got a plan either way. Either way will be House Flipper. I'm still excited for both. It's just a matter of whether we have a Volky or not. And then we will also be back on next Tuesday. And that one is going to be one of our productive streams. I'm basically going to have to be deciding what we're working on after I get out of this stream. I think I'm between commission or Tanny's model, because we did the face tracking. Face tracking actually works. I did actually get to test that. So the face tracking completely works. Even the weird like parameter that wasn't working last stream, it works. I don't know why it works in VR chat all of a sudden, but it's fine. We've got it. Tanny, we might be working on your model on Tuesday is what I was saying. Because it's either going to be that, or it's going to be commission if I get the go-ahead to work on benchmark 2, because I got the body and stuff done, so it's going to be working on hair for a different commission that I'm working on. There was another thing that I was thinking about working on. I mean, emotes are always a safe bet, but that's not high on my priority list at the moment. So it'll probably be some kind of model work is basically what it boils down to. And then on Thursday we have Mimesis again, which will be super fun to get back to. Hopefully Loki doesn't turn into a mimic right in front of my eyes again. Well, that wasn't in front of my eyes, that was behind my back, and that was scary. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Hopefully we're better at the game this time. Let's see. Who do we want to go raid? Do we want someone playing Blueprints, or do we want someone we're familiar with? There is a Victory. We haven't raided Victory in a while. We raided Killdeer earlier. There's also an Ace, but I feel like we've raided Ace pretty recently. I think we'll go raid Victory, who is doing VR chat with Yukia, apparently. So we will set to raid them. Oh, and it looks like they have the cat camera on. So go demand that they pet their cat or something. It is adorable. Just curled up in a basket. And I will see you guys next time. Disney!